Okay, this video is to go over to review complex numbers. So complex number looks like this: 3 plus 2i, or in general we have a plus bi, or the textbook says x plus yi, where x are real numbers and x and y are real numbers. So what the heck is the I, right? So I is a imaginary number that is defined as I squared equals -1. That tells us I equals square root of -1. Okay, keep that in your mind. So let's do the problem. So 3 plus 1i, let's do this problem. 3 plus 1i plus 2 plus I. So 3 plus I plus 2 plus I. So this structurally, this looks like 3 plus x plus 2 plus x. And this is what? 7th grade level problems. So this really is 5 plus 2x. So I is a number, so you can just simply do very similar things, just like this. So 3 plus x instead of 3 plus I instead of x, plus 2 plus I, that should be 5 plus 2i. Okay? But how do we multiply this, right? So if you think about this as 3 plus 2i times 2 plus I as 3 plus x times 2 plus x. In Algebra 1, we have learned that the box method, so let's do the box method. Let's take a look at the table. That's too many tables. So let me just delete some of them. So let's see, we have, this is, let's say we have, this is kind of like a, finding a rectangle, area of the rectangle. So with the height is 3 plus x, and the width is 2 plus x. This is kind of like multiplication table too. So what's 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times positive x is plus 3x. 2 times x will be 2x, and x times x will be x squared. So in order to get the area of this entire rectangle, what would you do? Well, you have to add them. So we have 6 plus 3x plus 2x plus x squared. Now we know that 3x plus 2x is 5x, and that's x squared. So this will be done if this is Algebra 2 class, or if you're not dealing with complex numbers. But instead of x, we have I. So we're going to replace all the x with i's. Right? That x squared will be I squared. But by definition, we know that I squared equals -1. So we have 6 plus 5i plus I squared, which we know that it's -1. Therefore, the answer is 5 plus 5i. Okay, good. The next thing is the conjugate. conjugates is, as it says, let z equals x plus yi, the complex number z over bar equals x minus yi, and that's what we call conjugates. And as it says right here, the real part stays the same, the imaginary part switches its sign. The conjugates of z equals 3 plus 5i is z bar equals 3 minus 5i. So, conjugate. It's just flipping signs. The conjugate of 9 plus 4i equals, well, let's call this z. Then the conjugate of z, we use the notation of over z, which will be equal to 9 minus 4i. Okay? Good.